going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today, we are back with something that we did after the first test match. I told you I was going to continue it. We've got the BGT second test player reviews on the tier list. Of course, if you didn't see my first video after the first test match, go check that out. You'll get an idea of what we're actually doing here, although it is quite self-explanatory what we are doing here. So if you are new, subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below if you think I get any of these wrong. It's going to be an interesting one here, but let's get to the graph. Oh, hold on, KL, what are you doing in there? I think he just put himself in there, but no, you wait until I do it, please, Mr. Orange Cap. We've got Chad, which obviously, yep, you were top of the class. Solid, which, you were okay. Pass. Yeah, pass. Bystander, you just stood out there in the field. You did nothing with the bat. Look, I just thought I'd add that category. We'll see if anyone lands in it. And then the last one, which I can tell you, there are going to be people in this category. Domino's needs you to whip up a couple of fucking pizzas and, yeah, just essentially get you out of the cricket system. So, hey, if you are new, subscribe. I've already told you to do that. Never mind. Let's get straight into it. Let's start off. Oh, and would you want to start off any other way than with Mr. KL Rahul? Now, look, he put himself in this category right here. And, of course, we've got the scorecard up just to, get the memory refreshed on what happened. He made 17 and then he made 1 in the second innings. Look, I'm not going to lie. On behalf of all Indian fans, I put him in here. But on behalf of me, I put him right here because I want him to play every single test match and keep giving his wicket away. I mean, it gives us a good start. But then again, it also sounds like he's going to be backed in by Rahul Dravid for the third test match. So, look, he might end up just going here as a bystander, but I know everyone wants to put him here. And I'm going to put him there. I don't give a shit. I'm going to do it. There he goes. Yeah, test cricket, it's just not folding out how he would want to right now at home. Needs to stand up. I mean, if he is selected for the third test and does nothing again, Shupman Gill's going to replace him, and he may never get a spot back in the test team again. So, it's fair enough. He goes there. Let's go to the back. Let's go Usman Khawaja. Now, look, had a great first innings. Was probably one of the only reasons that we ended up scoring decent in that first innings with Hanscom. So 81 off 125 was quite good. Played just a terrible lazy shot in the second innings. But in saying that, he was solid. Look, no Chad because you didn't get 100. That's lazy. I mean, he was 19 short of about 100. So look, in my opinion, I would have gotten the 100, but that's, it's still okay. 81 and then gave away his wicket. So solid. He was solid without, being great. Toddy Murph. Now, Toddy Murph, look, I thought he bowled really, really well. He's going solid for me. Didn't take massive amount of wickets. Like, first innings took 2, and then the second innings took 1, and actually bowled amazing in that second innings as well. Was by far our best in that second innings, trying to hold on and win the match. An easy solid for me. He is carving out a big future for this country. Let's go, Shreyas Iyer. Now, the man returned, of course, did come straight in for Surya Kumar Yadav, which was obviously the right decision. You look at Shreyas, though. I mean, he came in 4, and then I don't know, he did. He made 12. So, look, you make 16 runs in total. You know where you have to go. You're a damn bystander. You just stood there and watched the boys go about it. So, look, Shreyas, I love him. I like watching him play. He's an amazing player, but you're a bystander. You were a bystander. And what we are going to do, we're going to get rid of the pass category. That's what we're going to do. Because I don't think it has any merit in this list. All right. Ooh, the skipper. Rohit Vadapav Sharma. Now, the great man himself. Now, look, he obviously didn't back up his century in the first match, but 32, started off quite well here and then got the team started pretty well here. I think he's still the leading run scorer of the series. Look, not a Chad, definitely not a Chad, but was definitely solid as well. So goes in that category. Ravindra, I'm going to leave him till later. We'll get we will get to the father of Australian cricket right here. We will get to him soon. Let's go this man, Matt Kuhneman, on debut. Thought he bowled quite well. Look, nothing, terrific. Didn't, have these crazy amount of turn. Didn't get the batsman, oohing and ahhing like, oh shit, how the hell do I play that? But consistent. Did look like he tired out a little bit, but look, you're going to expect that from a bit of a debutant. How many wickets he take? No, we didn't. Obviously, we didn't bowl then. 2 for 72. Like, he was quality. He was, it was all right. And then none for 38. Look, I thought he was okay. And I'm just going to put him in solid. It's like a light solid. Like, I thought for a debutant, he actually bowled really well. And yeah, I think quite solid. Who should we go with next? Let's go with the man who played his 100th test match, Chadeshwar Pujara. Now, look, for someone who just played their 100th test match, I don't want to be an arsehole. I do not want to be that guy who says, look, you didn't play that great in your 100th test match. He went out for a duck in the first innings. That's never what you want to do in your 100th match. And then the second innings, he was not out 31 off 74, hit the winning runs. Do you call it a bit of a stat pad? Not really. I mean, they did have to chase down 115, but I mean, where do you put it? And I think because it was his 100th test match, I'm going to be a nice guy and put him in solid. Look, I mean, you hit the winning runs, you make 31 not out to win the match. It's solid. It's solid enough to get you in that category. All right. Just looking at the guys, let's get some Australians out of the way, hey? Let's get some more Aussies in there. Let's start. Where is he? Where the fuck is he? Where's Candace? Oh, there he is. There is Candace Warner. Yep, Domino's needs you, my good man. Look, you will be back to India soon. You will be coming back to India for the IPL soon, I imagine, so that's fine. Look, you're going to get your holiday in India that you really want. You're going to get to eat all the good food that you want, but Test cricket, you may be done, David. Look, in Australia, I would still pick him every day of the week, but anywhere that's outside of the country, he can stay far away from any test team, unfortunately. And look, I do hear that he spins a good pizza. He loves a bit of pineapple and salami on it, but nah, Domino's, they're asking for you. Go join that man, KL, and serve us up a good meal, I guess. Right, next one. Let's have a look at Travis Head. Did return in the test match. Look, controversially left out of the first test match. And he will go in solid. Obviously, I think that's quite an obvious one. First innings, did nothing. Whatever, made 12. But the second innings did at least give us something to start with in day 3. 43 or 46. Look, he went out in the first over. Was not good, but made 43. Was our top scorer in the second innings. You can't really argue against that one, can ya? Okay. Next guy. Where do we go to here? Let's go to Muhammad Shami. The Mo Sham dog. What did the Sham god do? Now, he bowled terrific, didn't he? He was very, very good, especially in that first innings. Yep, 4 for 60 off 14. He carved us up, did the Sham god. Took a little bit of late wickets up. Yeah, here we go. So he took 2 tail enders, which, whatever. But someone has to still take the wickets. Got another big wicket of Travis Head and got the other big wicket of David Warner. So you take some big wickets there. He then took none for 10. He only bowled 2 overs in the second innings, which shows how much we got obliterated by spin. So, yeah, that's great to see there. But look, you take 4 for. He was probably the best bowler in that first innings for India, arguably. So, yeah, I think this solid category is starting to heat up a little bit here. You might have to move some people out of the solid category soon because it's starting to heat up. And it's going to be too much people to put in there. Okay, next guy. The South African / Australian Marnus Labuschagne. Marnus, look, I had high hopes for you this series, my friend. He's been okay. Like, there's no doubting that he's had some starts. A nice little 18. That's not nice at all. Yeah. But 35 there. He looked okay, and then he just got an absolute skitter that stayed super low and bowled his middle stump. Made 35. Look, I guess he was solid as well. It's hard to not put him in a solid category because I guess he did exactly what Pajara did, so it's kind of hard not to put him in there. I'm just kind of looking at the category. Is there anyone that doesn't belong in that? Maybe Travis Head. But he was, I mean, he top scored with our second innings. Labuschagne maybe goes into a bystander. Maybe Kuhneman, maybe. But, I mean, he was debuting, so how harsh do you want to be? Not really. All right, next guy, Matt Renshaw, came on as a concussion substitute. Domino's needs you, my good man. Look, you've been genuinely fucking terrible. I'm a big Matt Renshaw fan. You guys know that. I am someone who has advocated for this man to play cricket in not any format, that's for sure, but test cricket anywhere in the world. Good player of spin, good player of pace, plays a slow, builds his innings. But all of a sudden gets to India and decides, like, I don't know if he's carrying some, like, extra fucking biryani weight or something, but Renners, what the hell's going on? I mean, like, you come on as a concussion sub, you then play a sweep shot. Look, it actually looked like it was going to be a good sweep shot. Completely missed it. Went out. Domino's needs him. I mean, I can't be the one who defends you anymore, Renners. You keep coming into the team. You've done nothing. You've started some controversy after the first test when you were laughing on the bench when we were like 8 down. And then I saw you having a little giggle about this one as well. It's just not going well with the, Alan Border. He's not having it. I'm not having it. Domino's will, though. They will allow that. So, anyways, moving on. Next guy. Let's go Suraj. So, look, again, started off beautifully in that first inning. Suraj, none for... Wait, hold on a minute. Maybe he didn't start off beautifully. Hold on. And he didn't even bowl in the second inning. So maybe this man was a bystander. I do remember him bowling, quite solid in that first innings, though. I mean, none for 30 off 10. You're going at 3 and over. I mean, it's not bad, but it's, he didn't have a big impact on the game, did he? Did he do anything with the bat? Yeah, like 1. I mean, that's a pretty good 1 run. Obviously didn't bat there. So, Suraj, I mean, played exceptionally well in that first match, but has to go in there. He's a bystander for now. Didn't take a wicket, didn't bat, didn't bowl again. Yeah, fair enough. I think that makes sense there. All right, next guy, Alex Carey. Now, look, Alex, his whole game is built off reverse sweeping and just general sweeping. It's what made him so successful in Australia. It's what made him successful in white ball cricket. But in Australian conditions, the ball bounces a lot more. It's not spinning as much. It's not hitting random cracks and almost taking your front fucking pad off. So you get a bit more time with it and to play it. In India, you don't get any of that. The ball just does whatever it damn wants and has not really worked for Carey. Definitely has to start thinking of a new strategy to go about this because, look, has played a nice, 34, I think it was. But other than that, you've done nothing. So, look, in this game, what did he do? He made a duck. That's always good. And then made 7. So, look, he's not going to Domino's. I'm not shipping him off to the local Domino's just yet. But you're close. And you're going to go there for now. Bystander Carey. Because Josh Inglis, I would bring him in and play him over you every fucking day of the week. I mean, I've been saying that Josh Inglis is the better batsman and probably almost better keeper than him for the last 3-4 years. So, anyways, they've gone with Carey. That's been the decision for the last 2 years, and they're never going to change it, unfortunately. All right, next guy. Let's go. Let's go the king. Let's go Virat Kohli. Now, obviously, controversial test match for himself. Just looked fantastic. Was looking by far the best we've seen him look in red ball cricket for a little while now. Was 44 off 84, and then all hell broke loose. The chaos of a DRS decision given out was unlucky. Should have remained out there. The law states that if the benefit of the doubt, you can't decide, it should always go to the batsman in that decision. Was given to the bowler. I was happy. I mean, Matt Kuhneman got his first wicket, but Twitter was on fire for at least the next hour and a half. I mean, there was a lot of abuse going to the umpires, and there was just a hell breaking loose on social media after that one happened. Actually looked really good there. Them went out pretty cheaply here for 20, but look, yeah, I mean, it's hard not to go with solid there. You make a good 44 in the first innings and 20. Pretty solid, in my opinion. Okay, who's next on the list? Who do we want to go with here? We've got, let's go with an Aussie. Let's go with the skipper, Pat Cummins. Now, look, of course, if you haven't heard the news, has gone home to Australia to, you know, be with his family. I believe something has happened there, like, you know, I don't even know the details. It's not my business, but, you know, thoughts with him because it is a quite serious family issue, we've been told. So, you know, thoughts with him and his fam. But in saying that, it is told that he is going to be back for the third test match. So if that is going to happen, that's awesome. But obviously, you know, hopefully and praying that everything is okay with the man Pat and his family, of course. But, you know, we are here to talk about the game. Had a terrific 33 in that first innings. Very, very vital runs there from the come man. Bowled 1 for 41 off 13. Quite solid. Definitely better than the first test match. And then didn't bowl himself in that second innings, which I think we all thought was a bit weird. We went with only four spinners, which, look, they were only chasing 115, but I thought maybe 1 or 2 overs of pace wouldn't have hurt. Didn't. Was he carrying anything? Unsure. But, look, he was solid. Look, you make 33 as a tail ender, and you take 1 wicket. You're almost bystander, but, look, solid. I mean, he hit some vital runs, gave us a chance to at least have a lead. And yeah, I think that's a quite obvious one there. All right, let's get another Indian off the board here. Let's go the wicket keeper, KS, Connor Stricker. All right, let's do it. So, look, did nothing in the first innings, has done nothing the entire series, has taken a few good catches behind the stumps and a few stumpings. I'm not going to take that away from him, but that is his job. But in saying that, the second innings did end up staying out there with Pujara, 23 off 22, hit 3 fours and a 6. He hit this beautiful 6 as well, like on one knee for 6. It was beautiful. And look, I almost want to put him in the bystander category because I guess he only did make 23 not out, but did take vital catches. Let's not doubt that. There's one. Okay, there's 1. Hold on a minute. Hopefully he took some more here. 2, 3. Yeah, took 3. I mean, look, that's solid enough for me. Where is he? There he is, the little man. There he is. Put him in there. He's a solid. Yeah, I think that makes sense there. Holy moly, the solid category. Maybe for the next video, I should think of another category to, like, you know, like solid without being good, or like, I don't know. We'll figure it out next time. Let's go into the GOAT. Nathan Lyon. Big return test match for the big fella Gazza. Started off, well, not return, but obviously didn't have a big impact in the first test, but takes 5 for here in the first one. 5 for 67. Big wickets too. Only took the top order. Yeah, Shricker, Hitman, KL, Pujara. Huge wickets. Massive wickets. And then did take 2 for at the end, so he is going to be the first Chad of the day in the category. It makes sense. You take 7 wickets in the match, you deserve to go in there. And for someone who was critiqued so damn heavily after that first match, deserves it. Deserves it, does the man. Gary, who are we going to go with next? I mean, we got 3 Indians. Okay, let's go with Ashwin. Let's go with Ravi Ashwin. We've left some good candidates here till last. I mean, Ashwin did have an amazing test match as well. 3 for 57 off 21 overs. Just 2.7 economy rate, which was by far the best of the team and is ridiculous. But to be fair, that is what you expect from Ashwin. Just tight line and length. You can't play it very often. And then in the second innings here, did take 3 for. So look, he takes 5 wickets. He was awesome again. And look, it might be controversial, this one, but Chad, I mean, took 5 for, took massive wickets as well. bowled terrific and maybe didn't get the same reward as a guy like Jadeja, but was amazing. And I thought was just as good as Jadeja, honestly. Like, watching that entire match, Ashwin has been just as good as Jadeja in the bowling department in this entire series. Like, I know the wickets say different, but just the way they have both bowled has been genuinely really fucking good. All right. Ooh, who do we go with now? Let's go with Smudgy Steven Smitty Boy Smudgerson. Let's get into it. Steve, it's just not the series we're having, are we, Steve? This was meant to be our series, Steve. This was meant to be where you and me took over the world together. We're not doing it, are we? I mean, I might be, but you're not. Fucking hell, Steve. What's going on? Are you missing the kids, or are you missing the coffee back in Sydney? Are you... I don't know what's going on, man. I just don't know what's going on. I mean, a duck, look, it's just not what you want to see. And then, goes out for 9. This is going to hurt the most, this one right here. This is going to hurt the soul right here. And in fact, I might cry tonight after doing this. Fuck. Steve Smith is a bystander. And that's not where I ever want to put Stephen Smudgy Boy Smithison Smith Stephen. As I kind of butchered that there. But look, Steven, look me in the eyes and tell me everything's okay with you, because you're just not batting great. And I'm going to be honest, in this second innings, your wicket, like, we thought, you know, everyone playing a sweep shot was embarrassing. You played a sweep shot that was by far the worst sweep shot of the entire innings. He wasn't even looking at the ball. He just got down on one knee and tried to fucking slog it. He is not a guy who plays sweep shots. He should stop trying to play a sweep shot. And it was by far the worst sweep shot of the team. Completely missed it. Head was up in the air. Wasn't even looking at it. Wasn't straight on with the ball. His front pad was fucking in Yahoo land. And yeah, terrible shot. Looked terrible. So it deserved that one. And look, Steve, I would never disrespect you and put you here. I love you too much for that. But you do this for the rest of the series, I will have no choice but to put you there. Okay? So don't test me. Don't test me, Steven. All right. Next guy, Axar Patel. Let's do it. Again, look, didn't reap the rewards in this test match, 4 wickets. He's just a fantastic bowler. Has not gone crazy with the wickets just yet. None for 34 off just 12 overs. So, look, he is the third choice spinner at the moment. But the man doesn't need to do fucking anything with the ball, considering how good he is batting. Again, none for 2 off 1. You'd almost think that he did nothing the entire match. And then you scroll down here and you see, oh, he top scored with 74 off 115. He also dominated with the bat in the first test match, and he is killing us with these late order runs. India were about like 60, 70 runs behind in that first innings, and then Axar Patel made 74 with a good partnership with Ashwin and completely stole that innings back and really put the match back on level pegging. Because if we went into that second innings with a lead of 60 to 70, we would have won. We would have won this fucking match. But Axar Patel took that away from us. A little bit upset about that, but look, you got to give credit where credit's due. It's a Chad. Now, I know people would say that's overreacting to just a 74 because Usman made more than that. Which is true. Maybe Usman should go here, but the shot he played in the second innings, no, he does not deserve that because it was a terrible shot. But in the terms of the match, Axar Patel's 74 was huge. And if India didn't get that, they lost this match. So, huge. Like, I can't even understate or overstate how big of a knock that was from him. Chad. Absolutely, in my opinion. All right, Peter Hanscom. Now, again, look, batted terrific in that first innings and then just played a shitty sweep shot in that second innings. And maybe I'm just a little bit more angry bias, so I'm not giving the Aussie batsmen more credit because of the terrible shots they played in the second innings. But look, batted really well. Again, gave us a big chance at winning this match. 72 not out was really good. Just played a compact innings. He's such a solid batsman, an amazing player of spin. and doesn't like to play at anything, you know. If it's in his little circle, he will skip to it and just knock it away. He plays singles, rotates strike amazing, doesn't try anything risky, doesn't play sweep shots, doesn't play reverse sweeps, just plays an old head cricket innings, which you want. 72, great. Second innings, duck. And he also tried to play some sort of, like, let's see what the description says. Wow, we're falling like 9 pins. That's great. Dishes out a flight to delivery. Yeah, it was just like, it was a full delivery. He didn't even move the feet, didn't bend down to it. He just slogged at it at his feet and nicked it behind, and out you go. So, look, played a terrible shot. Just got baited into the bowling, and yeah, unfortunately for him, he goes in the solid. He's going to go in the solid. I mean, again, made the same amount as Axar, but in the terms of the match, it let us down in that second innings, and I can't forget that. For the last guy now, though, this one is the easiest decision. The man of the match goes in the Chad category. Jadeja is completely violating us, assaulting us, destroying us, making us feel like little minions, and many of us, you know, it's not good. It's not good. And the funny thing is that back home in Australia, you know, a lot of people still consider Jadeja as that little, you know, left arm tweaker who, you know, can throw a couple in there and, you know, get it to do a little bit, but he's not going to surprise you or shock you. Yes, he will. If you have not watched this series and you're just going off my graphs, which you're probably not, but yeah, he's completely dismantling us, not giving us any room to bat, and again, has batted terrific as well. So it's just not a good day. It's just not good when you're playing cricket against Jadeja. For someone who was injured for about 12 months, played one match in Ranji Trophy, came back, dominated the first test man of the match, and now dominates the second match man of the match. Not feeling too confident about playing against him for the next 2 matches, but that's okay. We'll see what happens. Hey, that is my official graph, everyone. Okay, that's not what I wanted, never mind. So that is my graph. Let me know if you think I've made any mistakes. Look, I could argue that Axar goes here, or I could then argue that these guys go here as well, but no, Usman does not. The shot he played, I will never fucking forget it. Hanscom, maybe, I guess he was not out, but hey, that is how I'm going to cap it off. Let me know what you're thinking. Yeah, fair enough, I think. We're going to do this for the 3rd and 4th test match. If you enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see everyone in the next one.